Flyers win their 5th straight game. Anthony Stolarz looked like Carter Hart. What is going on? I mean, we talked about it before the season started. The Flyers are filled with emotional roller coasters, and here we go. The Flyers win 1-0 in Madison Square Garden on the second half of a back-to-back. And I don't think they deserved to win this hockey game. They got outchanced, outshot. The New York Rangers had a ton of grade A scoring chances, but Anthony Stolarz stood on his head and was making legitimate saves out there to get the shutout. The Flyers take an early lead, 1-0. Oscar Lindblom finds a greasy one in front of the blue paint, kind of in the slot area, under 2 minutes in. We're up 1-0. From there, the Rangers dominated the first period. In the second period, the Rangers were crushing us in shots and opportunities. I believe we finished the period with 3 shots. We had a couple power plays. What happened there? 0 shots. The Rangers had better chances than we did. They had a 4-on-2 on one of our power plays. It was actually the one where I think Folin stepped up and had a monster hit, which was clean, by the way. The Rangers retaliate. They get a power play. The Flyers do. And somehow, instantly, right off of that power play, a 4-on-2 rush for the Rangers. Here's the difference, though. The game came down to the wire. The Rangers pulled their netminder 3-4 weeks ago. We would have easily, everyone watching would have easily said, this is so going to happen. They're so going to tie it. But tonight, I sit there and I said, this is a test. If they find a way to grind this out, there's seriously something different involved. They have a different mentality in that locker room. And they pulled it out. They pulled it out big time. Now, it got close. There were big opportunities. The puck was this close to going in and went right over the crossbar, and Stolarz kept it out. But at the end of the day, we get the 2 points in Madison Square Garden, and we get the 5 straight wins. It's ridiculous what this team puts us through, but here we are. Have we dug ourselves a little too deep to think playoffs? Probably. And I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Like I said after yesterday's win, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy it for the fact that I can watch hockey. That I can watch a game and not want to blow my brains out because I can seriously sit through it and watch the team play. We did have chances. See, when it was 1-0 and the Rangers were pushing, there was a spurt here and there where the Flyers had a chance. A great play by Nolan Patrick in the D zone that leads to a Flyers rush. Travis Sanheim gets a wide open shot on the left side of the post, and he just hits the outside of it. The Flyers had chances, even though the Rangers were definitely controlling the game, they had chances to go up 2-0. It's not like they were held without any chances at all. But the Rangers clearly had the flow of the entire game. 85% of the game. Stolarz shut the door, though. He was serious. He looked legit tonight. Of course, there's no competition for Carter Hart, but when your back's up against the wall and then there's a new GM involved and the GM comes out and says that nobody's safe except for Claude Giroux, I mean, you play with that clinch. And Anthony Stolarz getting a chance. He was dynamite. Dynamite. I mean, making big-time saves. I talked about Carter Hart yesterday when he was... When the Flyers were actually on the PK, Scheifele was in the middle of the slot with a grade A scoring chance, and he just gets a piece on it. Stolarz was doing the same thing tonight. High slot, getting the left pad out there. Challenging. Making himself big. I'm proud. I mean, I'm proud of this team. To take a lead like that early, under 2 minutes, to get pushed on and pushed on and pushed on and pushed on all night long and still come out with the win. I'm very proud. Very proud. Here's my question. Does it matter to you? Do you care that the Flyers are doing this? Or are you so checked out? Are you so checked out and said what they put us through in the beginning was so horrendous, they dug themselves in such a big hole, this is meaningless to me, who cares? Because I get that, I do. Because at the end of the season, if they fall short, you say, well, you put yourself in that position. But just the fact that it was so unwatchable. And it was 8-1, 7-1 bad losses to the point of mite hockey and pee-wee hockey. And now I can actually be excited for a game. I'm going to take that for the positive. Because I missed this. I missed it. I'm just so, so happy that the Flyers grinded this one out. Because I was sitting there and I had a sense, that's why I questioned it. If they can get this one done, if they can find a way to get the puck out of the zone with 90 seconds left in the goalie pulled, I'll feel a little different. But if they allow the Rangers to score and then we see what overtime occurs, maybe a 10-second goal by the Rangers in overtime, well, then we're right back to where we started. We put together 5 W's. 5. And it doesn't get any easier. Now listen, we beat 2 good hockey teams. The Rangers aren't great, but we beat the Winnipeg Jets coming out of break. We beat the Rangers. It's a back-to-back, so it changes how hard the victory really is. So 2 wins in a row on back-to-backs. We get a little bit of a day off, and then we go against the Boston Bruins in their barn. And they're going through a little bit of a rough patch right now. You can look at it as, well, they're playing so poorly lately, they're going to come out with some fire at home. Or, here's a chance for the Flyers to step on their throats when they're red hot. And I'm leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards that. It kind of felt like an old-time Flyers game. It really did. Tonight it did. Your Madison Square Garden, Philadelphia, New York. There was some physicality involved. Now that Folin hit to me was clean. His legs, his feet, it did leave the ice. But when I look at it, he didn't jump up to make the hit. It was just, as the Ranger was looking down, I forget who it was off the top of my head. He was looking at the puck, he looks up, oh, God, no. He starts to fall as Folin comes up. It was a good hit. A good hockey hit. And the refs called it right, as the Rangers are the one that actually get the penalty on it for roughing. I thought Wayne Simmons was going to drop him. Someone was going to step up. But the ref got involved. And really, there was no reason to fight for it. It wasn't a brutal hit. It wasn't ugly. It might have looked worse than it really was full speed. But when you see it, it really wasn't that bad at all. Good for Christian Folin, by the way. Of all people. He had an assist last night. He comes in today and throws a big body. Hey, he's making the most of his opportunities too. Like I said, everyone's clinching a little bit, understanding that the new GM states no one is safe. No one is safe. I'm pretty stunned, I'll be honest, because at the end of the day, I thought the Flyers had no business winning this game when you look at it statistically. But if you're a good team, and I'm not saying the Flyers are like a great team, but they're a hot team right now playing well. And when you are that, you find ways to win these games. There's always going to be games on your schedule where you shouldn't have won, but you did. You squeaked it out. You found a way. And I know it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but taking an early lead, which is crucial. I mentioned it before. When you go up 1-0, when you are the team to take the first lead, put yourself in a great position. We did that, and from there, yeah, there were times when we were on our heels, but there were also times where we bought into Scott Gordon, we lined guys up, and we played not to lose, essentially, at times, but we executed the game plan when to do that. Play back, let them dump it, make sure you get to the puck, be the first guys back, get it, break it out, hit the red, get it deep, and let's just go with it. At one point, Scott Gordon's plan was executed by the players. It's 5 W's. 5 W's in a row. How long is it going to go? How long is it going to go? Let me know what you think down below. But the Flyers grinded this one out. Whether it was pretty ugly or wasn't meant to be, it happened. It happened. And Anthony Stolarz, player of the game, with a phenomenal effort. Let me know what you think down below.